Принято.
About 200 meters. Copy.
Работает первый комплект курс.
Course set 1 is on.
Курса облет.
So then, and course modes are showing fly around and lock on.
Beautiful view there of the Soyuz spacecraft. As you've heard, about 200 meters out from the International Space Station, and the Core's automated docking system performing well. That is going to be used for the approach to the International Space Station. If necessary, the crews on board the International Space Station are monitoring and ready to jump in with manual docking system if necessary.
Although, based on what we see visually, we are getting close to the end of the fly around. And Vostoki, you can leave it at narrow angle for the lens. Yeah, I understand, but I'm just checking with you to see if you'd like us to switch to wide angle at some point.
205 метров, скорость.
205 meters. Range rate is 0.07, so almost continuously. Radial range is close to
Принято. Закон.
204, скорость 0.
0, and we are in station keeping enabled. In station keeping, we're starting to kind of maneuver a tiny bit, and 360-degree scan. SNC has been formed, which is what we always see when we approach from nadir, because we're working with a different antenna. SS1.
As you've heard there, the crew reporting they are now in station keeping, taking a brief pause before they'll make their final approach to the International Space Station. We're about 16 minutes from the planned docking time. All of the activities going well. The vehicle's performing well.
We have a good visual on the station. Basically, we're stabilizing motion now, as expected. Antenna switchings have been completed. Station keeping, final approach on the display. We haven't really gained much rate. Range is 188. Range rate 0.05. So we're basically station keeping still. And enabling final approach for final approach. Do you want us to do that on time? You're going to enable final approach now from control panel. 1320. Okay, so you're going now? Yes, you're going now to enable from the rendezvous display. Okay, switch to rendezvous display. 1316 45. Final approach initiated.
And as you've heard there, the vehicle officer reporting they have final approach has now been initiated.
Final approach and final approach. And we are accelerating to close with the station. This is ready, and we have that eliminated. So all nominal. At 50 meters. We will look at the SSVP status. And Vostoki, while we're just starting to do the final approach, can you maximize the picture so it would be full screen? And on NPU on the left, could you switch AGC mode until we actually get a better picture? But of course, in the end, it needs to be as best for you as possible. Okay, copy. So then TVS.
И вот этим. Сейчас формата ТВС попробуем.
Okay, from TVS, from the TV displays, we'll try to switch between the AGC mode. In the meantime, we have a range of 127 meters.
Хуже, да? Давай еще.
And the range rate is 0.68 meters per second. Okay, and you've switched and no? No, Joyce? Yeah, no, this is not better. Yeah, I was talking about the R5 command. Mikhail.
Вот, наверное, так оптимально.
I think this is the best we can do.
This is a
This is the most information you could.
dramatic view from the International Space Station, looking back towards the Soyuz spacecraft.
We're good to go, Mikhail.
Но мы бы подробнее репортаж.
The two vehicles now moving over the northern Atlantic Ocean.
More details in our commentary. Maybe, you know what? Why don't we just turn on the floodlight and be done with this?
Да, 92
Okay, 92 meters, 0.45 meters per second range rate.
Это очень хорошо.
For me, this is a great view.
Лучше не
I
придумаешь.
can't think of a better way to see it.
Поможет
But perhaps for you on the TV
Ну да.
video image, you could see it better.
83.
83 for range.
Скорость 37.
As you heard there, the range 83 meters, the two vehicles traveling at about 420 kilometers above the Earth, or about 260 statute miles.
Didn't make things better.
Может, у нас так плохо.
Maybe it's just us.
Принято. Ну,
Copy, Mikhail.
так, налево мы по инфу.
And on the left in pool,
ССВП к 50 метрам.
please don't forget to preset the SSVP display once we approach 50-meter mark. We're already set up to go,
Антенны приведены.
so we'll keep monitoring the status of antenna retraction and SSVP back to initial.
Метра, скорость 0,30.
0.32 meters per second range rate, visually confirmed.
Очень хорошее, все.
0. Decimal,
На мишень. Ну, так уже начинаем различать.
or rather 65 meters in range, and
Неплохо видно.
the target is now getting to be visible. Not great, but we can discern it.
26.
62 meters range,
Грейсу 1.
0.26 meters per second, GSO 1, 2, 3, 4, ready.
Все штатно.
Everything's numbered.
As you've heard there, the crew reporting that closing in at a rate of 0.26 meters per second, 62 meters out from the space station, slowly closing in on the orbiting complex, everything going well.
55.
55 meters, 0.21 meters per second.
Мишень наблюдает.
We see target.
Кресты собраны.
Crosshairs are aligned.
Форме. Дальность.
Everything's nominal. Range is 52 meters. And standing by for
Ведение команды на закрытие.
antenna retraction command to be executed.
ГСО у нас.
GSO 1, 2, 3, and 4 are in Alaska. Sudan is in final approach mode.
Встречал. Дальность.
Course in final approach.
Один сближение, ускоренное наблюдение станции.
We continue to have a great visual on the station. SSV.
As you can see here, some live data from the Soyuz spacecraft, 47 meters out from the International Space Station, closing in at about
And
a tenth of a meter per second. The Soyuz taking a slow and deliberate approach as it makes its way to the International Space Station.
And yeah, if you look at the TV, you can barely see it, which is strange.
Антенна закрыта. Ага, антенна закрыта. Итак, СС.
Okay, so SSV nominal.
48.
Range is 48 meters.
Скорость 0.
Range rate is
18.
0.18.
Принято.
Copy.
Soyuz spacecraft is actually ahead of the International Space Station in slowing to make its docking to the International Space Station. The two are just making their way over the northern Atlantic Ocean, minutes from crossing over the United Kingdom. We're about less than 10 minutes from the planned docking.
The floodlight starts to be very effective from this range. Yeah, that's right. It's like it just started to light up the station. So 0.16
Визуальная дальность.
meters per second. Visual range matches measured range.
Which I can't see that. It's awesome. Okay.
Beautiful view from the International Space Station. Looking ahead, the Soyuz spacecraft in view. The two vehicles just moments away from crossing over London. They're traveling at an altitude of about 418 kilometers above the Earth, 260 statute miles. Two vehicles closing in.
Принято, Востоке.
Востоке, we copy.
Less than 50 meters separating the two vehicles and everything going well. They're using the Core's automated docking system again on board the space station. The crew members all monitoring the activities, ready to use the manual docking mechanism if needed.
The target is at the center of the field of view, half of a degree upward of the crosshair. Range is 28, range rate is 0.13, everything else matches nominal profile for auto docking.
Ну, чуть что, Рик, мы знаем, что делать, да?
Да.
Enric, you know what to do?
Ну, с разрешения.
Yes. Of course, on
Сейчас
MCC go, but
книжку уберу.
let me stow this book somewhere out of the way, just in case.
Да может понадобится.
We might need it, I don't know.
Так, кресты
Crosshairs are aligned.
визуально выбраны.
The roll adjustment's done. Range is 22 meters. We're braking just a tiny bit. The range rate is 0.12, 0.11. A little bit of a misalignment on the crosshairs.
И крен.
And a little bit of a roll.
Достаточно приличный крен.
I would say actually
Началось.
kind of a big roll. Okay, and
По-видимому, да.
this is visually, because
Вот база.
Buzz Air, we see it on your display. Yeah, this is visual
Так, 18
observation.
метров, 0,12.
I think it will adjust itself. And range now is 17 meters. Range rate 0.13.
У нас условия наблюдения очень
We have great visibility. Lighting conditions are excellent. The vehicle is super stable.
тенденций никаких нету возвратно-поступательных.
No
Очень
vibrations whatsoever.
движение.
Very smooth
Наблюдаем
motion.
расхождение креста.
There is a slight misalignment on the crosshairs,
Ну, оно,
however, but
то есть есть некоторые,
it goes back very quickly.
в принципе,
So everything is great
очень стабильно.
and stable.
The vehicle is 12 meters out and traveling at 0.1 meters per second.
Crosshair is about a third.
Truly impressive view of the Soyuz spacecraft, the International Space Station, both closing in for a docking
Get
about 5 minutes from now.
as soon as a little bit of a roll bias occurs. So we're good. 9 meters,
0,1.
range rate 0.1 meter per second.
Небольшое
A little bit of a misalignment
расстояние.
on the crosshairs, a little bit of yaw bias. 7 meters, SS whipping nominal.
А антенна
Antenna retracted.
As you can see now in view, the small docking target, which is right there, very close within the crosshairs on this graphic display from the Soyuz spacecraft.
Alignment.
последние метры.
Less than 4 meters out,
4 or 5.
1/10 of a meter per second.
Пол ширины креста у нас.
About half of a thickness of a crosshair and misalignment.
Ну, может быть, доберет.
Sudan might adjust for it, but I think I would say we're good.
Выбран
Crosshairs aligned, no lateral
касание.
of accelerations or rotations. Standing by for contact.
Есть
Contact.
работа механсоединения.
Mechanical capture.
And contact and capture confirmed. Docking confirmed for 4:27 a.m. Central Time.
Everything's nominal, Moscow.
Приехали.
We are home.
Be standing by for the hooks and latches, but again, contact now confirmed between the two vehicles. That again occurring a little ahead of schedule at 4:27 a.m. Central Time.
Way to go. Thank you. And thank you. There's mechanical capture.
You're also seeing a live view there from the Agate Hall in Baikonur, where friends, families, and VIP members have been watching the activities. Everything going smoothly. That a very impressive view of the Soyuz spacecraft docking to the space station. That occurring as the vehicles were crossing over Germany at, again, just a few moments ago, 4:27 a.m. Central Time.
6 hours and 14 minutes was your ride. That's how long it was. 6 and 14. 6 hours and 14 minutes was the duration of the journey. Yeah, I guess I got the torch up here in 6 hours.